My name is Charlotte Barrett. I co-wrote and co-directed Virgin Alexander with
Sean Fallon. Virgin Alexander is a comedy. It's about Alexander. He is a 26-year-old scrap hauler who is about to be evicted, and in a last-ditch effort to save his house from the bank, he turns it into a brothel, even though he has never had sex before, and it doesn't go well for him.
No.
But keep in mind, this is the first time the American Army has seen females in battle. And so I'm leading the convoy, and we get into a firefight, and all of a sudden, Sergeant Callahan can't wait to tear my uniform off. Hey, you been listening?
Yeah. You had sex.
I had sex in Iraq.
Toss me the rope.
Well, he's 30 years old, never been with a woman.
I'm only 26.
Did you get my loan?
Yeah, you're going to college.
Alexander, I've got a surprise for you.
Are you serious? He's giving me the house. This was a good idea, right?
You wanna buy your boy a party?
My first class is tonight. You've canceled my loan?
It's just a semester delay.
So I'm being evicted?
All you need to do is pay us $125,000 in the next 10 days.
There's no record of any loan here. You take credit card, cash, or personal check.
Under 25 grand? It's nothing.
You comfortable selling drugs?
Is dogfighting illegal? Well, what about underage kids? You can pay us to party at your house. Kids are surprisingly angry. She's a hooker.
Hey, don't say that.
Hey! Hey! You could totally prostitute at my friend Alexander's house.
She's not a prostitute. She just wears tight clothing.
We need to make money to save his house.
What's my cut?
80-40?
That's not possible.
Do you want to turn my friend's house into a brothel or not?
Hello, Mr. Howard.
Where are the girls?
This is a bachelor party, isn't it?
I should have never hired smart girls.
Why'd you do that? This is my stuff.
If you want to save your house, this is all gotta go.
I just want your wife to dance. Is your sister still in town?
Play for us tonight.
I've never played for anyone.
Could you just come with me for 2 hours, no questions asked? No, you're being unprofessional.
You live in a creepy house. Playing piano will just make it a little less creepy.
It's not that creepy.
Have you ever been in a fight?
You here to party?
Okay, that was the greatest moment of my life.
Seriously, who wants 4 hand jobs?
Play it again!
We will dance the hoochie coochie. I will be your tootsie wootsy.
I have no explanation for this.
Just minutes ago won Best Ensemble Cast and Best Performance Rick Fogno, who plays Alexander, and we're thrilled.
So excited. So excited our cast was recognized and that Rick
We have an amazing ensemble cast. You know, there are like 14 main characters, and there were some days shooting when we had more cast members on set than actual crew.
Absolutely.
So.
Basically, we just character development and making sure that each character has an arc and each actor knows where that character is in the story during any scene, whether they're in the foreground, background, whether they wander in and leave very quickly or whenever. I mean, it's just, you know, Robert Altman is one of our favorite directors, and he was just amazing at that, and we were
that was one of the challenges for us in making Virgin Alexander is, you know, the other scripts, this is the first film we've made. Charlotte and I have written many other scripts, but they were all like very small pieces. They were, you know, 3 actors to like 6 actors. And so when we started Virgin Alexander, one of our goals was to write a large ensemble piece, almost like a Robert Altman sex comedy.
Yes.
That's not exactly how it turned out, but that was, you know, the initial planning stages. And so it was interesting. I mean, you know, towards the end of the shoot, I mean, we've got one scene that has about 16 actors in the scene, and when we were scheduling the film with our producer, he was asking, when do you want to shoot that? And it was like, we need to do that the 3rd week because we don't know how to do that yet. You know, we can stage a scene. I'll say let's go up to 6 actors, but once anything past that, like, I'm not sure how to block and choreograph that, and then, but you know, we have to learn how to do it. And so that was one of the fun things in making the film with a large ensemble.
And what was really nice is shooting that in, like, a little bit later in the shoot is that by the time the actors got to that point where we were shooting that scene, we didn't really need to talk to them much because they knew their character better than we did, which is awesome.
And that's what we wanted. That's what we said to each of them. You know, like we will help you, we'll guide you, but by the end of the shoot, you are going to know your character better than we do.
Yes, because you're embodying the person.
I'll let Charlotte go first.
I mean, I guess I'll talk about myself because I don't want to say anything bad. But I don't. I think I tend to maybe the more dramatic than Sean does. Maybe.
I mean, I normally go for the initial joke, but then I get really excited when we come up with an idea that's sad.
Yes.
That, you know, and because we do have this comedy, and you could read it as a sex comedy, but to us it's not. We never make fun of the characters, and so when we were writing it was always exciting for us to just take the character seriously. And we've been working together for 10 years now.
Yes.
So, I don't know, our styles have pretty much, melded. It kind of gelled.
Yes, and so it's hard because we're such close collaborators.
Rick Fogno. Rick, this is actually his first leading role. He had done some day player stuff in a feature film. Yes. We actually found Rick. Rick played, until last week, played Frankie Valli in Jersey Boys. And while we were in pre-production, we just got free tickets to see the show. And, we had a few margaritas before the show. And we went in, because it's at a casino. It's in Las Vegas. And when the show begins, Frankie Valli comes out as a 14-year-old skipping across stage. And in my mind, when I saw this guy, I just thought, that's Alexander. And then I immediately tried to discount it. Like, that's crazy talk. This guy is a theater actor. He's 80 feet away. I have no idea how he is on camera. I just, I don't know who he is. I don't know anything about him. And then there's a scene in the show where the Four Seasons go on American Bandstand, and the stagehands bring out these 1960s TV cameras. The Jumbotron comes down, and when they hit the high note of Sherry, they cut to a close-up of Rick. And both of us at the same time said, that's Alexander. And so from that point, Rick was the only person that could be in this movie. That's the only person we were considering.
And some other people, I mean, Bronson Pinchot, who is an incredible actor from Perfect Strangers, from True Romance, from Beverly Hills Cop. When we were at NYU, we saw him at Shakespeare in the Park with Lev Schreiber, and he was just hysterically funny, and he just has just incredible instincts, and we were so lucky to get him. And then you have Paige Howard, who's a wonderful young up-and-coming actress who is in Adventureland, and she's doing a ton of indies right now, who also went to NYU, which is kind of funny. And then several other people, Dave Dismalchin, who is in The Dark Knight, Mika Borum, who's been working since she was 6 years old, and she's got credits beyond belief.
That are quite intimidating.
Yes. Just a really incredible cast of just wonderful young up-and-coming actors. Liz Masucci, who plays another character, Lo, is in the new Michael Fassbender movie Shame, which is really exciting.
Yeah. I mean, Bronson, he's been famous longer than we've been alive. Basically, with Beverly Hills Cop and his first big role in Risky Business.
Yeah.
But I mean, we wanted a close collaboration, and we met with all the actors before we cast them, and made sure everyone was on the same page and that they read the script the same way we saw it. And the way we work is we talk a lot. We talk to all of our actors, and there is no. You guys should know better, because like the thing we love about film is that it's a collaboration. It's a bunch of people coming together to make something great, hopefully.
Yes. And the actors always bring their own ideas, and we want to hear them, but we have like the big picture in our brains, and so it has to gel with like what we're doing already, because so that's cool.
We had just looked into the Orlando Festival, and it seemed like it might be a good fit for us. They might like our movie, and so we submitted our film back in July, and literally a few weeks later, we got a call from Brett, and who just said, I love your film. Do you guys want to be in? And we're like, whoa, that's amazing that we got a phone call so fast.
Yes.
And then he was like, all right, I'm so excited. We love this movie. And then then we found out we were officially accepted. How long ago was that? That was in September?
Yes.
I guess that was probably like the very beginning of September. And then a week after that, we got a phone call that we've been selected as the opening night film, which is just a phenomenal honor because, I mean, we are a micro-budget, indie comedy. Like, Charlotte and I have no connections. Nobody knows who we are, and for us to be selected as the opening night film of this festival was just like an incredible honor.
Huge, absolutely huge, and that they believed in the movie that much,
Yeah.
which is huge. I mean, we were just incredibly excited. I think squealed on the phone with Brett when he told me. And we were just excited that this worked out. You know, I mean.
And where are you heading to after this?
After this, we are going to the Offshoot Film Festival in Fayetteville, Arkansas. They actually, one of their programmers saw us at another festival, and they contacted us and wanted our movie, which is
great.
Another honor. And then after that, we're going to a festival in Michigan, the East Lansing Film Festival, and then the Illinois International Film Festival in Chicago, and that's all we know up to this point.